Reviving Real Food Ranch. Wholesome, natural, family farming.
Good job, Bella. You want to try trotting?
Welcome to Reviving Real Foods Ranch Ride. Today we're going to do a tour of the garden.
Oh.
So here we have our garlic. This was planted back in October, and these are seeds that or cloves that we saved for the last several years. They seem to be doing really well. We used weed fabric in the pathways starting late summer last year, just trying to keep up with the weeds. So this year we're trying out this weed fabric and poking holes. We have peppers here, so we burned holes in the fabric and planted directly in there.
We'll do some videos on that. In fact, we've already got some of them in the...
Welcome to Feed Yourself 365. My name is Megan, and today we're making a easy garden bed.
In the can there.
So these are all the bell peppers along with our kitty cat. And we planted, what did we plant?
About 15 different orange bell pepper plants.
We have a fig tree at the end here, which I'm not sure if it's alive. It's green, so I'm hoping it is. So this is the horse bedding in every other row and wood chips in every other row. We put this straight on the grass, and you can see the grass is coming through, which is why we're using the black weed barrier to keep that from growing this year, and hopefully that will die over the year. So this is potatoes. We did 3 rows of potatoes. We planted those back in February. Some of them are doing really well. They've had a few frosts that kind of burnt them back, but they're starting to grow well now. Hopefully we're done with frost. This is, whoa.
Sorry, I'm making Megan dizzy.
We're going fast. All right, so another row of potatoes, and then there's some sunflowers growing from last year's sunflowers. And there's a few cabbages that are mixed in with the potatoes, and grass, which we will cover that with weed barrier soon.
And now Grizzly's helping us.
That's oregano.
Smelled really good.
Came back from last year.
I ate it.
And more sunflowers with potatoes planted in the middle, and there's some onions. Those should just be yellow onions.
That was a shovel.
Yeah, this is
It's
our...
a cart.
Thank you. This is our row of tomatoes. There are some peas as well. And I have to finish putting the trellis up here. There's some strawberries in between that trellis. And there's some herbs. That was sage and thyme in between that one, and more tomatoes. And then I'm going to put mint. I'm going to plant that in there. I couldn't resist when I went to the hardware store. I had to buy mint. And then we're continuing. Oh, this was a volunteer from last year. That was some sort of melon. And then our tomatoes are continuing down this row. So we have 4 more trellises to put up. We also did a video on how to do the trellises. We got lots of cleanup to do, but it will get there. So we planted hot peppers in this row.
Serrano?
I think so. There's serrano and habanero, and what else was in there?
There were all sorts of great stuff from JB Flowers. But they did get a little rooster attack So they're looking twiggier than what he provided, which were amazing.
Pretty sure that's a dead plant.
It's beautiful.
And then here we have raspberries and strawberries and tulips. I like the purple one. And
So
a
does
cat.
Lynx.
But looking forward to the raspberries this year. One raspberry came with us from our previous property, and then I bought like 10 more raspberry plants this spring. So probably next year we'll have raspberries. This is the asparagus and strawberry bed. Last year's asparagus is in the center. I planted some more asparagus that's just now starting to come up, and I just planted those strawberries. So I don't expect a lot from them this year. I just hope that they'll come back next year. And Lynx really likes to spend time with us in the garden. And this is asparagus. We've been getting some asparagus off of this year. So these were 2-year-old crowns that were planted last year. So this would be their 3rd year as a plant. And we've had a couple meals off of them. So they should do better and better every year, and I haven't been as good at picking as I should have. This is lots of grass growing where there's supposed to be asparagus and strawberries. That is why we're doing this black plastic this year. And then, oh, these are the orange.
This is the other bed of hot peppers and squash.
Okay. Yeah, so we planted squash in between. There's 3 holes that have yellow squash and 3 with zucchini, and then peppers in the others.
We alternated spots for those peppers.
These are supposed to be grapes, and I think that one is alive, but I'm not sure about the others. We'll see. I'll give them a few more weeks and see what happens. And then these are onions. I never did finish planting my onions, so we have 3/4 of a bed of onions. But these were the later planted ones, and you can see the bigger ones were planted when they were supposed to be. I saw 2 of them went to flower, so we're gonna have to go ahead and pick those right there and eat them fresh. The others should be good for storing. I'm gonna plant okra in that bed, and I'm hoping to plant corn under that tarp. And then these are elderberries. Those just got planted this year, this spring. And I need to get the tarp, the wind blew that
Let's take a look at that elderberry.
weed barrier away. They're doing pretty good. We had elderberry at our old place, and I liked it. We would make I'd make elderberry syrup. And that's it so far. We have lots more to plant. We can do some cucumbers and some other veggies.
Thank you for watching Reviving Real Foods. Like and follow for bleed's sake.